Hi there, Aries. Welcome to my channel. My name is Lynda, and I would like to thank you for tuning into those energies and influences coming through for your weekend reading, November 22nd to the 24th of 2019. Cross-watcher energies are interchangeable, and please only take those portions that resonate with you. Okay, Aries, off camera, I've performed a protective blessing. I've meditated over and shuffled these cards just for you. Your first card, it's the general atmosphere. It's the basis and the issue of the matter. The Five of Cups, Aries. Water energy. This is a card of brooding, regret, disappointment. Something in the past has flowed on, but there's something new waiting for you. It's those two cups that represent what is really important. This is a card of choice. You can turn around and face those new possibilities, or you can continue to brood over what went wrong. This can represent someone's Mars in Scorpio. You're dwelling on this painful past. This is sadness and mourning and suffering. It's an emotional adjustment. You're focusing on the negative. Fives are always about adjustments to change. This could be a strong regret for what could have been, but there are new alternatives to be explored within this loss. You might be being hard to please. You could be feeling unloved. This is mourning a past or anticipated loss. It's blaming yourself. It's unsuccessful manifestation. Your second card, and these are the energies that are crossing over your path. These are the subconscious influences that you are unaware of. The King of Pentacles, Aries. Earth energy person, can be a male or female. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. This is a mature person. It can be someone who's well off. They're materially secure. This can be someone who's a benefactor or an investor. They're dependable and they're a solid citizen, and they're kind to others. This could be you or someone around you that aspires to great wealth. They're a materially oriented person with a lot of ambition. This can be a father or a boss. It could be someone that loves money and riches and they're happy to collect as much as possible. This is someone that has complete mastery over the land and animals. This is something that's tangibly, that is completing. It's the fulfillment of desires. It's the power to manifest. You may need to avoid letting your self-esteem become dependent on your money, or dependent on the opinion of the outside world. This is someone that will do battle to defend their kingdom. Caution slows up his decision-making, but when he acts, that delay often proves to have been a wise move, because he only takes very few risks. The Five of Cups with the King of Pentacles, this is someone that can help you understand long-term practical matters. Your third card, this is how it affects you. These are the external influences that you are aware of. Number 12 of the Major Arcana in the Rider-Waite deck, the Hanged Man. This can be a Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. This card is ruled by Neptune, which is watery. This is a self-surrender to a higher wisdom. It's a sacred pursuit. It's an attachment and a new perspective. There may need to be a sacrifice. With a suspension, maybe have to wait. But at this time, material temptation can be conquered. This is a pause in someone's life. It's suspended decisions. It's self-surrender that leads to the transformation of the personality. You may be clinging to something that's unfulfilling. You'll need to let go and move on. This is patience and waiting and reviewing. This is one of the tarot's strongest and most powerful images. This is someone that's connected to the deep currents of life, someone that knows their own mind. They're independent with their own values, and they will not be moved until they are absolutely ready. This can be peace and self-reliance, often following a difficult period, especially one of self-examination. You are now suspended between the past and the future, and a new direction in your life is in the making. But readjustment is needed, but there's no hurry. So pay attention to your inner development and be prepared to dance to a different drummer in the future. This is now a time when you are able to overcome substance abuse. This is a voluntary giving up of something in order to get something of a greater value. It's a time of greater understanding. Your life is simply suspended for a time in order to recognize what needs to be changed in the personality to embody more light. That's what the nimbus around the man's head represents. This is new insight, awareness, and enlightenment. The Five of Cups with the Hanged Man. A failure can inspire you to look at the problem with a different perspective. And now your fourth card. It's the future. It's the results, the outcome, and the resolution. And because this is in the future position, it can be a surprise. The Four of Cups, Aries, water energy. This is a card of disappointment. It's a card of rejecting a magical offer hanging in the air there. You're ruminating, overanalyzing, perhaps waiting for the right opportunity. Someone's moon can be in Cancer. This is a rest and a withdrawal, but you do have options. There's that offer. You're feeling flat and uninspired, self-absorbed. You're not really interested. There's indifference, boredom. You might be daydreaming or tired of a situation. This is a voluntary withdrawal, like taking time out to contemplate and meditate on your emotions. But the answers and the inspiration that you need to go on are there for you. Do not sink into apathy, because it will block you from seeing other emotional opportunities. And remember to pay close attention to your dreams. They are messages, especially the ones that you remember. And watch for signs and synchronicities, and do not get stuck in your withdrawal. Find ways to move forward. The Five of Cups with the Four of Cups. This is rejecting the change or the offer and then regretting it later. And now your fifth card, it's the bottom of the deck card. The underlying issue. This is what's unseen. It's unseen, it's because it's not something that you're sharing with others yet, but you are consciously aware of this. Number 4 of the major arcana, the Emperor. Here you are, Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. This stands for authority, paternity. It's domination of the material world. It's order and structure and stability. It's a reminder that the flesh is not the enemy of the spirit, but its vehicle. And spirit is not the enemy of the flesh, but its driving force. This can represent success and stability, paternity, leadership, mental activity. This is the results of action and the fruits of toil. It's controlled and directed drive or attention, and it's exercising power wisely with structure and control. There's a lot of authority and law and rules here, which can become repressive. This is someone powerful. He rules, and you may feel like you're under their influence. This is love through healthy boundaries and stability, power, protection, realization. This is a great person. They have supreme authority and worldly power. His age and position of authority speak of experience. This is a beneficent ruler, and he will fight for what is right and what is his duty to protect. They're a father figure. They could be giving fatherly advice. They're a solid leader, a natural-born leader, and they have the right to rule. This is a protective male force, especially of the home and of domestic harmony. This is realizing your goals or reaching out to begin, and you may be required to take charge. And sometimes this card appears when you're struggling to achieve independence and become your own person, or reconcile father issues too. The Five of Cups with the Emperor. This can be a bad omen with an authority figure. It could be parents may have stopped helping or saying the free ride is over. It's just not going to happen. King of Pentacles with the Hanged Man. This is a redundancy. The Hanged Man with the Emperor. This can be a person who is bossy, domineering. It's best to be passive with this person instead of confronting. There may be a danger of being overprotective. This is a person that's surrounded by helpers. It could also be a feeling of being played false and knowing that events are beyond your control. Here's your advice from the Oracle deck. Earth Magic by Stephen Farmer. Aries, you've got autumnal equinox, which represents release. Autumnal equinox. In many areas of the world, deciduous trees prepare for the winter and conserve their energy by contracting their leaves, their life force. That is, they release their leaves which have required the rays of the sun and nourishment from the earth in order to maintain robust growth and appearance. It is not a decision the trees make, at least not in the usual sense. Instead, it's a natural response to the decreasing cycle of light that sets up the gradual and steady release of the tree's leaves. How remarkable is it that these trees, and for that matter, all of Earth, Mother's children, simply know what to do with the changes in climate. Although this seasonal shift appears to be the death of sorts, it's only a preparation for the next cycle of life, one that will naturally follow the more extreme contraction of winter as an aspect of the death rebirth cycle that we find represented in so many different ways. Aries, now is the time to let anything in your life fall away that is no longer useful or needed for the emerging expression of who you are. Allow yourself to gradually shed what has become burdensome and no longer congruent with your soul's purpose. Conserve your energy by allowing yourself more rest while at the same time making preparations for winter season. Look especially at your material possessions and be brutally honest with yourself as you discern which of these can be given away or somehow released. Consider shedding relationships that have served their purpose and are no longer viable, as well as work or a job that has become devoid of interest and passion. With release comes a sense of being much lighter, like the trees that openly bear their nakedness once their leaves have departed and give room for whatever new life is ready to birth following a period of quiet and gestation. So let go of whatever has outlived its purposefulness and trust that something else will take its place. Thanks, you guys, Aries. I hope you stay tuned in and leave me a comment or a thumbs up, and please subscribe. Now remember, what goes around comes around, so I'm sending you out love and light and blessings. Thanks for watching.